These are the instructions for the Ohms Law lab that we're going to do, and the first thing is that you're going to be using two new sensors, the current sensor and the potential sensor, and we're going to be using a power supply. And with your power supply turned off, you should not have any current or sensor or potential readings. So the first thing is that you can zero these sensors. You should zero these sensors, and to click on the sensor, just click on this banner and you can click that zero button on both of these banners to zero those sensors. So that would be one thing that you want to do first. We also need to change the mode of how we're going to collect data. So currently this mode is in time-based, and we need to change that mode to from time-based to entry or events with entry. And I think on the sheet it says selected events. That is incorrect. So we're going to change the name here of event to voltage. Oh, misspelled. So we'll click done here, and we want units to be volts. And so we'll click done here, and we'll hit OK. And then we are ready to go. So then you can hit this collect button. We're going to be collecting voltage for resistors. We're going to be doing a 10 ohm resistor and a 50 ohm resistor, and then collecting voltage values for a light bulb at low voltages and then at high voltages. So we'll start with the 10 ohm resistor. I'll show you the first few and then the last few and then how to get the data from that. So the first one, before you turn on your power supply, we want to hit the keep button, and we want to hit 0. So we want to hit that first value where we have no voltage or current flowing. And then you can turn on your power button. You need to make sure that you have current flowing, and so if you see a red flashing light on your power supply, you need to turn your current knob up to make sure that current is flowing. So your current knob should be turned up, and now you can turn your voltage knob up so that it reads 0.5. And when you turn that voltage knob to 0.5, you should see that your potential here should read around 0.5, and your current here should be close to what it is reading on the power supply. It may not be exact, but it should be fairly close. And then you can hit the keep button again, and you'll enter 0.5. And then you can hit OK, and you're going to be doing this in 0.5 increments. So again, I'm going to cancel for a moment here because I forgot to turn up my power supply. So I want to turn my power supply up to 1, and as soon as I get it up to 1, and again watching my potential should go up, and hit keep, and I'm going to go to hit 1.0. So notice that I'm not hitting stop between these. I'm hitting the keep button and then entering my value. So I'm going to do again 0.5 increments all the way up to 5. So I'm going to pause it here, and when I come back, and then I'll have all of the data points entered. Alright, so now that I have all of the data points that I want to have a graph that is potential versus the current. So I have a graph here that is potential. I just need to make this bottom value the current. So all I have to do is click this current button and change it, or changes the voltage value and change it to current. And now what I want to do is I want to click on this analyze value. Oops, I need to hit stop. Click on analyze, and then I'm going to do curve fit. I'm going to click on the potential graph. So curve fit, I'm going to click on the potential graph, which is the bottom one, and I'm going to choose fit. I'm going to do linear fit, and the slope here is should be the resistance value, because if I take voltage divided by the current, that is the resistance. So this is my slope, and the B here is my y-intercept value that I'll record on my sheet. And so now what I need to do is repeat the process for the 50 ohm resistor, and then it asks you to do the process for the light bulb. But with the light bulb, it wants you to do a low voltage and a high voltage. For the low voltage, what you're going to do is you're going to do the light bulb from 0 to 1 volts, but you're going to do it in steps of 0.1 volts. So you're going to do 0 and then 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, etc. up to 1 volt. Find the slope, That's your resistance. And then you're going to repeat the process from 4 volts to 5 volts, doing those 1.1 volt increments. The key for the light bulb, 2 things. Make sure your bulb lights to begin with. Do not do more than 5 volts on a light bulb. So don't turn the light bulb up to 10 volts because you will burn it out. So make sure your light bulb lights, but don't put more than 5 volts on it because you will burn it out right away. And I think that's about it for this lab. So good luck with your lab.